Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Christina. So today, as you can tell, we are doing another makeup video, and I am actually really excited for this video because I am testing a brand that I have never tested before up until recently when I purchased a highlighter from this brand. Now this brand has been around for a while, and not only is it a gorgeous brand, it's black owned, black beauty. So yeah, I will definitely be giving you a little bit more information in my next clip on the brand and the owner and her creative side to the whole brand in general and where she gets her creativity from. So yeah, see the description down below. We are still supporting our black community, even if I don't mention it like how I did before. It'll still be down below with links for you to go and sign petitions, donate if you can, and just overall let's continue to fight for a change, because there definitely needs to be a change in this world, this nation. So yeah, if you are interested in watching how I created this look and what my thoughts are with the brand in general, I am giving you my full honest opinions. I am not sponsored by this company. They don't know me. I purchased everything in the video with my own money. So yeah, that is another thing I wanted to mention. So if you're interested in watching how I created this look, then I suggest you please keep on watching. Alright guys, before we get started, like always, I have my brows done. So I wanted to kind of read to you guys about Juvias Place. I did pick up a few items from this company, and I wanted to test out some products. I've actually been wanting to test out products from them for a long time, but I never got around to it, and I will tell you guys why here in a sec. But here is what I found on the internet. If you haven't heard of Juvias Place, you've been under a rock. Juvias Place owner Chichi Aburu, I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, has brought black beauty to the cosmetic industry in a way we've never seen before. The Nigerian-born wife and mother of two launched her cosmetic company a little over 3 years ago, and even she can't quite wrap her mind around the rapid growth of the brand. Juvias Place, by the way, is known for highly pigmented eyeshadow palettes. I'm African, that's my culture, heritage, and background. When I was creating my palettes, I wanted each palette to be representative of the African culture and art. I took a look at the beauty industry, and there was nothing that truly represented the black culture as a whole. Very true. I feel like the market is here, we're here, black women, and we are beautiful. Also true. It just doesn't make any sense why we're not represented fully in the cosmetic industry. I agree. Most of our palettes are very vibrant and colorful. Anytime I have to create a new palette or a new product, I think of culture, the food, the spices, everything. That's what inspires me creatively. African festival, music, clothing, the artwork, the environment. So this is why, and this is how she gets her inspiration from creating the products that she creates, is from her background, her culture, her heritage, and everything, which I think is beautiful. If you've never seen Juvias Place's packaging, I am obsessed. I've always been obsessed with Juvias Place, but the only reason why I have never picked up Juvias Place products up until now is because when I first saw the 2 eyeshadow palettes that they ever came out with, I was fairly new to makeup. I want to say it was like back in 2014, 2015 when I first heard of the brand. So I don't know if this article is old, but yeah, I want to say like back in 2014, 2015 is when I first heard of the brand, and I was following a YouTuber here called Coffee Break with Danny. Her YouTube tag is Coffee Break with Danny. She first talked about this brand, and she actually showed the palette and did a look with the actual palette, and yeah, it was super intimidating to me because the palette, the colors were very bold, very vibrant, and me being somebody that was not even comfortable with using just the basic neutral colors or warm tone colors, I felt like the palettes were very not for me at the time. And then not only that, some of the color stories never made sense to me. And if you know me personally, this is my personal preference. I have to have a palette that will allow me to see more than one eye look. And most of the palettes that have come out with Juvias Place, I have a hard time trying to create more than one look, and that's just because of me, not because of the palette itself. It's just my creativity. I'm not like a professional makeup artist. Like, they can literally pull out 10 looks with 4 shades and that's it. Me, I can only pull out 1 look, maybe even 2 with 4 shades. So yeah, that's one of the other reasons why I never decided to pick up anything from Juvias Place. So now that I feel like I'm a little bit more comfortable with playing with colors and just being able to fully create looks just for my personal liking, I feel like I owed it to myself to pick up products from this company. Another thing that I didn't like that follows with like the palette not making sense to me, I felt like you needed more than one palette from them to be able to get an entire makeup look, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, it's my personal preference. That's just me. I'm not saying that their palettes are bad, because when people actually use these palettes, they make killer freaking looks, and I'm so obsessed with it. And until recently, I've been seeing like these palettes circle all over Instagram, and I'm about to show you the palettes that I'm talking about. And this is what really pushed me to just say, you know what, if I gotta buy more than one palette to create one look, that's what I'm gonna do, because I've literally been stalking this company for a long time, and sometimes you just gotta put your own personal opinions aside and pick up the product if you really want it. So the products that I'm talking about that I picked up as far as like the palettes, I picked up 4, and these have been circling around Instagram nonstop. And the moment I seen them, I was like, yeah, I need all 4 of them. Like I said, even if I have to only make one look out of all 4 of them, like, I needed them, and that's why I picked them up. So I don't know if I mentioned, but Juvias Place has like the best packaging ever. I love their packaging. It's just, when I look at them, I definitely get the African vibes. It's just such a beautiful concept. I feel like they've stayed true to the whole company. By they, I mean her. Has stayed true to her company and has kept that tradition going and has not changed anything, not one bit, except for like colors, and that's it. But let me stop talking and show you guys the palettes. The first one that I picked up is this one right here. This is so pretty. I love the chocolateness of it. It's just so gorgeous. This is obviously the Chocolates by Juvias, and here are the shades. Oops. Here are the shades. They are so pretty and so up my alley. Like, I love warm tone colors, and again with the art in the middle. I will say that I wish they had mirrors, but it's fine. Like, I love that we get an extra image inside instead of it being blank, so that's not a deal breaker. So yeah, I really love this. This really screams chocolate to me. Like, it's gorgeous. The next palette I picked up from the 4 bundle is the Nudes by Juvias Place, and this is what it looks like right here. Can you see it? Can you see it? I love it. It's so pretty, and the colors inside, guys, like, oh my gosh. This, ooh, I keep forgetting to take off those films. This is what it looks like inside. What? I've never had a palette that had colors like this before that I can think of, and I feel like these are perfect shades. These lighter ones are perfect shades for like transitions, and I don't know, I really love the shades, and I really want to play with this one right here. And again, we get the whole, I don't know why I'm holding it upside down when there's no mirror, but we get the whole picture, another picture, and the inside of it. And the next palette I picked up the Violets. Make sure I don't have that film in here. This is what it looks like on the outside. Very, very pretty. I love this one too. I love the colors of the packaging. I feel like it fits so much with the theme of the shadows inside. So this is what it looks like inside. Oh my gosh, the purples in here are gorgeous, and I have not swatched anything yet. Here is the print. And the highlight, can you guys see the highlight on like the little women on here? Like, it is stunning. You probably can't see it because my ring light is literally like blinding you guys. And the last palette I picked up from the little bundle is the berries. This one right here, this one I needed. I had to have it, and you guys are gonna see why. The colors are so me, especially like for the fall time, you guys. Like, I love berry shades for the fall. That's my thing. If I wore makeup, like, I should be wearing makeup every single day, but I don't. And this is what it looks like inside. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. So again, with the art inside. So the other products I have picked up, I actually picked this one up last week. This is a highlighter. Here's what it looks like. The packaging is gorgeous. And here's what it looks like in this inside. I've actually already used this one already. And I've taken a picture with it on my face, and it made my face look completely wet. I was blinding. It was, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It was gorgeous. The next one that I picked up, this one is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3, and the other one that I picked up online with the other stuff that I purchased, this is the Tribe Highlight Volume 2, and I wanted to get something a little bit more darker to complement my skin tone a little bit better when I just want something a little bit more subtle than the one that I showed you previously, because that one makes my face look so wet and so luscious. But I wanted something a little bit more subtle for like on the days that I just want to wear that no makeup look. So yeah, I'll definitely swatch these for you guys, and this is what it looks like in the front. Gorgeous. I'm obsessed. So we got 3 and 2. Can you see that? The next thing that I purchased from the company is a blush. This is the A Freak blush by Juvias, and this is in the shade Safrina, which I actually really love that name. That's a really pretty name, Safrina. It's so exotic and I love it. This is what the packaging looks like. Very, very colorful. I love it. It's so pretty. And this is what the shade is inside. The other things that I'm testing out today are the Juvias Place foundation and the concealer right here. And I ordered this online, so I'm not sure if this is gonna fit my skin tone. This one is Giza in the shade 540. The concealer, I got the shade number 19, so I don't know if this is gonna match me too well, but I haven't tried anything on. I think this foundation is still sealed, you can tell, so we're just gonna hope that it matches me, because at this point we all know that I'm trash at picking out my own shade online. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this review. Okay, you guys, now that I moved you in a little closer, I already primed my face, so I'm letting that primer sit on my face. Sorry for the long introduction, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of information as far as like my personal preference and for the company. And yeah, I hope you guys will give this company a chance. It is black owned, which is super exciting. Is I want to dip in to the Nudes palette. So I'm gonna prime my lids with some concealer. You guys know I don't really care too much for like an eyelid primer, so I'm gonna do that and prime my lid with the NYX. Alright, so I'm gonna jump into the Nudes palette, and I'm gonna use this shade right here as a transition shade. There's no names on the eyeshadows, so yeah, it's just like this peachy nude right here. I'm gonna use this as a transition, and I'm gonna place this all in the crease area. And I'm actually gonna lay this a little bit on the eyelid as well, just so that way we can set that concealer. So now dipping into the Berries palette, because I'm obsessed with this. I'm actually gonna dip into this rosy color right here, and I'm gonna place this all in the crease area. So now I'm gonna dip back into the Nudes palette, and I'm gonna pick this shade up again, and I'm gonna use that shade to buff out the harsh edges to make sure everything is nice and blended. Alright, so we're gonna deepen up this look a bit, and we're gonna go into this berry color right here. We're gonna tap this all in the crease area as well. Going back into this shade right here, and I'm going to use the shade to buff out those harsh edges. Alright, now that I got that crease cut, what we're going to do is we're going to lay some eyeshadow on it. It's a little messy, but it's okay. I'll clean it up with a more precise brush. I kind of went a little heavy-handed there, but it's okay. I really want to use this pretty shimmery, champagne-ish color. So I'm going to grab another brush, and I'm going to tap into that, and we're going to just place it over that concealer. That is freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump back into the Berries palette. I did have to dig in a little bit with the Juvias Place shimmer, but if I would have used my finger, like, oh girl. I'm hoping that I'll execute the rest of this look. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna work on the outer V area. We're gonna jump into the Berries palette, and I want to use this shade right here. It's a little bit more deeper berry, almost like a brownish berry, and I'm hoping it does not take away from this look. I kind of feel like I need to stay within like this shade right here, but something's telling me to give this one a try. And I'm just gonna rock this back and forth in the outer V area first before I merge it in with this area right here to blend it in together. And then now I'm going to go back into this berry shade right here and kind of merge the two together between the shimmer and the outer V area, just to make it look a little bit more clean. Going in with a more precise brush like this, what I'm going to do is rock it over top just to kind of clean up a bit on the top. And then going in with that brush that I used to clean up the harsh edges, I'm going to do the same thing with whatever product is left on the brush. I'm just going to go back and forth and just make sure everything is nice and clean. And this is where we're at right now. I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and then we'll come back to continue with the eye look. Alright, so I'm back with the other eye done. So now we are going to move on to liner. I feel like this something this dramatic needs some winged liner, so we're gonna go in with my NYX, we're gonna go in with my Essence liquid liner in black. If you guys are... Alright, that is as good as it's gonna get. They actually look really good. They actually match. Alright, so now that we've gotten the eyes somewhat finished, I probably won't pop on any falsies until after. So now here is the foundation part of this video, and I'm a little bit nervous because, like I said, I have not swatched this. I don't know if it's gonna match my skin tone. I don't know how much I need. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on the back of my hand. Ugh, I don't know, it looks like it could be a little light. It feels thick, so I feel like a little bit definitely goes a long way. So maybe that's why the bottle is so small. Maybe you can get... that is light. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. You guys, that is so freaking light. But you know what? For the purpose of this video, we don't have to make it work. Like, what the heck? I'm definitely gonna have to get a shade darker. Obviously, you can tell I look like a ghost. Looking at the viewfinder, you guys are probably laughing your asses off because I don't even know how I'm gonna finesse this. Like, this is like when I tried that Wet n Wild foundation and it was literally like too light for my skin. We're just out here clowning. I'm hoping like once I set it down and I bronze up my face. Oh, it looks so bad. I even think the concealer is too light for me. I think it's too on the cool tone side. And yeah, I am a neutral girl. Like, I'm not even cool tone. Cool tone makes me look so damn ashy. Alright, now that I bronzed up my face a bit and my under eyes, like, I cannot stop looking at them in the viewfinder. They look ridiculous. I'm hoping that once I like add some shadow underneath, they won't look so, I don't know, they look like I got patches of white underneath my eyes. I hate the way the Too Faced is meshing with this. It's like not meshing well. Now we're gonna jump into the blush. So again, I got the blush in Safrina. Super pretty. It's like a corally peach color, and you guys know I'm all for the corally peach colors. So I'm gonna grab a blush brush and we're gonna go ahead and hit these apples, starting off with a light hand because it looks very bright in the pan. So that blush is gorgeous and your girl went heavy on it, but you really can't expect much from me. It's pretty though. I like it. I love it. I love the color. It's definitely buildable, very user-friendly. So the blush is a plus for me. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the highlight. I've already used this one, so I'm gonna use this one. And normally I like to spray my face down with setting spray before I add highlight, just to make it extra poppy, like pop, bling, blind, whatever. But we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're just gonna see how it acts with dry on its own. So I'm gonna lightly dust it on my cheeks. Do you see that? Blinding. No. Blinding. No, ignore the fit. Like, ignore the fact that my face looks like I'm at my own funeral, but that highlight is chef's kiss. Now we're gonna finish off the bottom lash line before I hop off and put some falsies, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. So I'm gonna dip into this shade right here, this pretty pink shade, the rose shade. I'm gonna start placing this on the bottom lash line, going in with this berry shade right here, and we're gonna place this all over the lower lash line as well. All right, now going in with this deeper berry shade, we're gonna place that shade all in the lower lash line as well. So the finishing touches, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the highlight in the volume 3, this one right here, and I'm gonna use this for the inner corner highlight, and then right underneath the brow bone. Do y'all see that? Like, what the that is a bomb ass highlight, like, period. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some mascara on, pop on some falsies, pop on a lip, do my hair real quick, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Okay, so my final thoughts on the foundation. For some reason when I went to the restroom and saw my foundation up close in the bigger mirror, it looks really good. It seems like it matches my skin really well. but as you could tell when I was applying it, it was super light. really light. It looks really good. I don't see any like different tones. Like, it looks really good. So yeah, I don't know, I might keep the foundation shade or I might change it for like the next shade up, just depending on how it looks during the day in natural lighting. As far as like the highlight, I am obsessed. The blush, I am obsessed with. The two palettes that I used today, which were the Berry and the Nude, these were the palettes that I chose to use today, and I am obsessed with how this look came out. It came out so pretty, and I can't wait to try out the other two palettes. So yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.